Alright, all you graveyard shift workers and listeners of the madness out there, welcome back to Under the Radar. And Maestro during the break told me that the whole foolhardy of madness line we kept delivering is starting to get a little bit old. But the original line we had intended, and right now I thought it was a pretty good idea, and I got a feeling we're going to put it in the header at the end of the show, is the 5 minutes to 3 a.m. of madness edition of Under the Radar that we're going to use. Yeah, because that's around the same time the infomercials come on. And without realizing it, I realized we just revealed the joke that we were going to use for the end of the show. But hey, we can come up with something cooler before show's end. So with us now writing furiously in the background or trying to brainstorm another cool end line for the show, folks, I think it's time for us to take out our left-handed scissors and get prepared to cut out some very interesting newspaper clippings from this past weekend for another edition of yesterday's news. And in our first yesterday's news, and I got a feeling we might as well just say yesterday's video game news at this point, because it's been announced officially, and I had a feeling it was going to be announced sooner or later, but for you 2K fans of the video game variety, it's been announced that 2K.21 is not going to happen this year. Sad, but true. And not to mention with all the bugs and everything else that happened with 2K20, leaving a lot of fans very disappointed, it's gonna finally see a break in the chain after what? I can't remember how many games they've had over the years, but I do believe it's been just about 20 of them. Yeah, I do believe it's been 20 consecutive games made either with THQ, Utes, or even 2K, and the chain after almost 2 decades have been broken. Probably even longer than that, folks, but in my opinion, after this year's 2K game sort of fell flat, I got a feeling a year's rest is pretty good. And I can only imagine the craziness they got up their sleeves to make up for them not coming out with another 2K game. And according to the Maestro, as of this past morning, they've recently announced what their next plan is. And if you fans out there want to go ahead and check out what is the next plan for 2K following the break in the 2K saga for WWE games, you can head on over to the YouTube page of one man only known as WWE Games to check it out for yourselves. And since it's not yesterday's news, we cannot reveal what it is until the Tuesday night special. Them's the rules, folks. Them's the rules. But besides those rules that we must abide, folks, for you fans out there who always wanted to experience the 1980s with plenty of loot and Scarface references aplenty, then I have some good news for you. Because it's been announced as of this past week, starting as of last week, Borderlands has decided to come out with another free event entitled Revenge of the Cartels. As a matter of fact, that sounds like a movie title. Hey, hold on one second, guys. Hey, guys, get in here. Get in here. Read this title. It sounds like a movie. Read it. Revenge of the Cartels, coming soon to a theater near you. Yeah, thanks, man. Anyway, folks, besides it sounding like a cool movie title and also featuring the mansion that Tony Montana lived in the movie Scarface, and was also featured in Vice City for those who know the architecture of it, it also features some new skins, some brand new Echo device skins on it as well, including a couple of cool legendary weapons that can shoot, and I kid you not only hamburgers, but also shoot fish. And a laser-like weapon that I was able to experience this past weekend, and let me tell you folks, the weapon is absolutely cool. And the only way for you guys to experience this new expansion that they've decided to include all the way up until June 4th, which will give you plenty of time if you just started playing the game, is that you have to defeat well over 30 special guards to make your way to the event known as Revenge of the Cartels, which should be pretty easy for you to do if you're in either the Circle of Slaughter or in a regular level where the enemies would spawn. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out all of the cool loot you can get, including the cool crazy weapons that I can't pronounce over the air, you can go ahead and check it out on the Twitter page of one man only known as Borderlands to check it out for yourselves. And in other news, for you fans out there of Super Mega Baseball, the third installment of the said game has now officially have a trailer and a release date for this said game as well. Seeing the fact that the original release date was pushed from April now to a early May 13th for all systems across the board thanks to the COVID virus, I can't wait to get my hands on this game. Mostly because it seems like a baseball game I could win. Now, the only thing I hope for in the near future for this game after watching the trailer is a chance for you to actually create your own team so I can create the Cleveland Indians from the movie Major League. So I can have Wild Thing pitching with those cool glasses that he wore in the movie. Need to review that someday too, by the way. But besides that fact, folks, if you guys and gals out there want to check out this cool trailer for yourselves, or even try to get a sneak peek at the game as well, you can go ahead and check it out on the Game Informer page, only known as GameInformer.com, to check it out for yourselves. And remember, folks, this game will release as of May 13th for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and the PC. So all around the board, a chance for you to run all around those bases. See, I was waiting to crack that baseball joke for the longest amount of time, never had an opportunity to, so feels good. And I guess with that horrible baseball joke out of the way according to the maestro, it's time for us to wrap it up for this week's edition of Yesterday's News. Guess with that said, we might as well head back to the music, and when we return, we'll be back with more of that Silver Star madness that you could shake a stick at as Under the Radar continues right after this. So don't touch that dial just yet, folks, and stay tuned.